I'm gonna start off with my morning skincare routine, and I'd be lying if I said that I did the exact same routine every single morning. If there's one thing that this whole skin fiasco has taught me, it is the importance of catering your products to your current skin condition. So some days I wake up and my skin is super dry. Some days I wake up and it is normal or it's a little more oily. So I will say that in the morning, I typically rotate between 4 products and I do double cleanse. So any given morning, I will do a combination of 2 of these, if that makes sense. This is actually from one of my friend's skincare brand. It's by the brand Skincesty. My friend Adrienne that I mentioned, that was an esthetician, she created her own skincare line. And this is her Perfect 10 Oil Cleanser. So I have been loving this for doing an oil pre-cleanse. This is great for the days that I wake up and my skin is either really dry, or on the days that I seem to may have like some leftover makeup the night before, something like that. This is great. An oil cleanser is great because oil attracts oil, right? And also oil does a really good job of getting rid of any oil-based products. Now, a good substitute for this would be jojoba oil. I have used that before as well. The same exact result and effect, and just using an oil to pre-cleanse is great. You guys know how much I love the Philosophy Micro Delivery Exfoliating Facial Wash. I love this. I'll probably use this about 4 to 5 times a week in the morning. I just use it in the morning. And this is great to just even out my skin texture and tone for the day. If I have like a breakout or if I just have like random texture, I definitely use this. I've also been loving the Mario Badescu Enzyme Cleansing Gel, and it claims to remove surface impurities. It removes excess oil and it rejuvenates the complexion, leaving skin bright and fresh. I've been loving it because it's really soft and gentle and it doesn't lather up. So this is really great for me in the morning if, you know, my skin is a little more normal, more balanced. I typically will use the oil cleanser and the gel cleanser together. Again, normally I may change it up, but usually I'll do these 2 in the morning, or I'll either do the Philosophy face wash as well as the PCA Pigment Bar. So for this video, I'll go ahead and do the exfoliator and the pigment bar just to show you guys how this works, because it has a very interesting, you have to use it in a very weird way. I'll go ahead and use this first, and this is like one of my favorite OG products of all time. So let's take this, and I massage my face with each product for at least 60 seconds. So I'll take this, I'm going to apply it all over my face for at least 60 seconds. Okay, and then now on to cleanse number 2. Again, I always double cleanse. I don't care what time of day it is. I don't care if it's the morning, if it's a night, I always double cleanse, because you'd be surprised how much dirt, makeup, whatever it is that you put on your face can be left over after the first cleanse. So for the next one, I'll use the PCA Pigment Bar. And this is interesting because it comes with this little sponge pad thingy. So I'll take it and I'll wet it up, and it actually expands once you wet it up. And then with a damp sponge, I'll take it and kind of roll it around the bar, okay? And then take this pad with the product on it and just massage it around my face again for 60 seconds. So that's 60 seconds, and then this one is different because it actually asks you to leave the lather on your skin for at least 2 minutes. I'll do about 5 minutes just because. But I think that what it's supposed to do is, I think that leaving the lather on, because the product does have those acids and things to help target those dark spots, I think that leaving the lather on actually helps the product kind of seep into your skin and really target those areas. So usually now I just go ahead and like brush my teeth, floss, whatever, and I'll come back and rinse it off. Okay, so now we're all cleansed, and then again, this is my morning routine, so this is what I do every day. So I'll cleanse, and then I'll hop into my serum, my SPF, and moisturizer. Those are the 3 things that I have to do every day. I've been loving the Teeny Vitamin C Serum. I've been loving this one. It's tea infused, and it makes my skin feel amazing. So let's take like 2 pumps in my hand, and now let's take it and then apply it all over the skin. You guys, and it smells so good. It smells amazing. It's also lightweight too, so it's great for going under SPF and moisturizer. So serum is on, and then I do my SPF. I've been using this one for about like a year now. It's the Bare Republic Mineral Sunscreen Face Lotion, and it has SPF 30 in it. I like this one because it's easy to access and it doesn't leave like a white cast over your face. So I get it from Target, it's like $15 for this little tube. A little bit goes a long way, so it's actually lasting me a very long time. I apply a little bit on my hand, like a dime-sized amount, and apply it all over. And then I take the Philosophy Renewed Hope in a Jar SPF 30 Moisturizer. And this stuff, you guys, is so creamy and rich, and it is amazing. I love this stuff. Again, about a dime-sized amount, and just apply it all over. You guys see how now naturally my skin just has a natural glow. It's looking fresh and healthy and ready to tackle the day. I love to do an eye cream. I don't know why I have been obsessed with eye cream, but it makes such an instant difference, especially if you have not gotten much sleep. A little eye cream goes a long way because it really helps to really plump and hydrate those under eye areas. So for some reason, like, I don't know what it does, but it makes your under eye area just look so much more awake. So I take the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Eye Rescue Cream and apply a little bit of this right under my eye. That was a lot, but a little bit of this right under the eye. Okay, y'all, so you see my skin is nice and hydrated. It looks nice and healthy. So that is my daily morning routine. That's what I do every single morning. Again, kind of swapping out the facial cleansers depending on my skin type or condition for the day. Okay, so now hopping into my pamper day routine. And whenever I do have extra time, I love to give my skin a little TLC. So typically during my pamper days, I love to extract. Okay, I love to extract. I love to remove any excess hair. Yes, I do shave my face. It is a staple in my skincare routine. And then I also love to do a really good face mask. So I'm gonna go ahead and start on freshly cleansed skin. So what I'll do is I'll first go ahead and do my cleansers. Again, I'll always double cleanse. And then after I cleanse, I'll go ahead and hop into the extractions as well as the dermaplaning and the face mask. So I always use an extractor. I incorporated this into my routine about a year, maybe a year and a half ago, and have not turned back. I never pop pimples with my fingers anymore. I only use this. So I'll just take this, and I love to just use this to clean out any impurities from my skin. And you'd be surprised how much junk can come, just even like that, in like 2 seconds. Like the amount of junk and gook that comes out on this tool. So once the extractions are done, I like to go in and then dermaplane. Now this, I do not recommend unless you are comfortable with using a sharp razor along your face. I've removed hair on my face plenty of ways. I've used like an eyebrow razor, and I've also used the Flawless hair remover device. I've used that as well. Both work great, but I recently realized on Amazon that they sell the actual medical grade, like scalpels or like the medical grade razors that estheticians use, dermaplane. And so I just use that now. So it is a bit scary because it is super sharp. That's what I'm saying. I do not recommend it unless you are 100% confident and comfortable with applying a sharp device to your face. I like this because not only does this gets all the hair. Like this gets even those little tiny hairs that the eyebrow razor does not get. This gets everything. Okay, and then lastly for the pamper day routine, I'm gonna be using the Teamy Green Tea Detox Mask, which is again amazing. It's a really good detox one to really purge those pores. So I'm gonna take this mask applicator brush and scoop out a little bit of product. Let's apply it directly onto my face. And I love this brush because it pretty much helps to get rid of any of the mess that's involved with applying a face mask. And I also love doing this right after the extractions because with the extractions, like your pores are nice and open already. So applying this on top of that really helps to really purge those pores and get rid of any leftover junk that wasn't removed with the extractions, if that makes sense. All right, and there we go. So I'll just leave this on for about 15 to 20 minutes. So then I'll come back, rinse it off, and finish off my night routine. All right, y'all, so it's been about 30 minutes, and as you all can see, it has completely dried, and you can just like see all of the gunk and junk being drawn out of my pores. It's actually pretty gross, but that's like how I know it's working, so I love seeing it in a weird way. Again, let it all dry, and I'm gonna go ahead and actually rinse it off with some warm water. As you all can see, it's all rinsed off, and my skin is looking amazing. I feel like this mask makes my skin feel so much cleaner, so much smoother, and like even those little pimples that I had down here along my chin have reduced in size because of the way that mask really dries down and helps to purge those areas. So, okay, so last on the list is going to be to go ahead and tackle my night routine. So typically, like, you know, we've already had our moisturizer, it's been a long day, all that good stuff. So I'll typically use a little bit of, not heavier products, but products that I know are going to help to remove all the impurities and dirt and things that I have accumulated over the day. So similar to in the morning time, I tend to, again, adjust the products I use to my skin condition at night. So I'll always use a combination of 2 of these items. So again, we have the PCA Pigment Bar. I just used this earlier in the morning, so I won't show it again tonight, but I will use this occasionally at nighttime just to give my skin like double the dose of pigment action, because I'm just trying to really get rid of those darker spots. So I will either use this. I also like using the Mario Badescu Glycolic Foaming Cleanser, and this one is, let's see, this one is to target brightness. It's a brightening solution that deep cleanses the pores, promotes radiance, and minimizes the appearance of dry, fine lines and uneven skin tone. So I'll use this at night. Also, if I want something more gentle, I'll use the Cetaphil, just a regular gentle skin cleanser. This is a great one because it's great for sensitive skin and you can use it on any skin type. I'll use this as well. And then I may even swap it out and even use the Mario Badescu Enzyme Cleansing Gel at night. I'll only use this at night if I haven't used it in the morning. Again, it's all about switching and swapping out depending on whatever your skin needs, but I may use this at night as well. For this video, I'll go ahead and actually use the Mario Badescu as well as the Cetaphil Gentle Cleanser. And what I'll do is I'll use the Cetaphil first, just kind of get my skin nice and prepped for a heavier cleanser. And then whenever I use this, I like to use this with an exfoliating brush. First, taking the Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser, taking 2 pumps of this, and again, 60-second rule. I'll go ahead and massage this into my skin for about 60 seconds. And I'll even do a little bit of a facial massage with my knuckles. It feels so good, and it helps to reduce inflammation and just make sure that that blood is circulating in this area here. When I rinse it off, just pat my skin dry. And I also want to mention that if I do wear makeup on that particular day, I will always, always, always remove the makeup first before I go ahead and cleanse. So I'll use makeup wipe or micellar water to get rid of the makeup first, and then I'll go in and do a double cleanse as well. So I'll do the first cleanser, and then I'll go ahead and do the Mario Badescu Glycolic Foaming Cleanser. And this one lathers really, really well. Okay, taking a cleansing brush and just going over my face. And I love this during the week because it helps to just gently exfoliate during the week as well. So after I've done all that, at nighttime, I do like to use a toner. I only use it at night. I'm not quite sure if you should do it morning and night, but I prefer at nighttime because I feel like at night it's when you want to really get rid of all the dirt from the day and kind of go to bed fresh, you know? And also you don't really get dirty when you're sleeping. So I just use the Mario Badescu Glycolic Acid Toner in a cotton ball and just go over my entire face just to balance out the skin and remove anything that may be left over. And even looking at the cotton ball, there's still some dirt on here as well. So that's why like double cleansing and toners are super important. And then the last step is going to be your serums and your moisturizer. Once it's all dry, I'll take the Beauty Counter Plus serum. I'll do this every other night. I'll do 2 pumps. And just applying this all over my face. And this serum does an amazing job with just evening out that skin tone and texture overnight. Okay, and then on top of this, I'll just go in with the Glytone Skin Lightening Serum or Skin Lightening Gel with the 4% hydroquinone. And I'll just apply this only on the areas that I'm trying to target or lighten, which are those dark areas, like right here under my eye. Okay, under both eyes actually. Kind of here on my mouth, and then kind of right here on my cheek area. And the same thing right down here. For my night routine, I have loved incorporating a nighttime moisturizer. I have done this on and off before for the past couple years, but I have been really serious about doing this every single night, especially now because since it has been cooler, like my skin had just been super dry, and I had noticed a huge difference after using this every night. My skin felt much more balanced in the morning, and I wasn't as dry in the morning, and I didn't get as oily during the day. So I've been using the Philosophy Renewed Hope in a Jar Overnight Recharging and Refining Moisturizer. So let's take this, a little dollop of it, rub it in, and again, make sure your face is dry, and then again, apply this all over my face. Moisturizer is so creamy and it makes my skin feel amazing then. And then I do drag it down my neck also, and then we are good to go for bed. So that is pretty much my skincare routine for the morning, night, as well as my pamper day routine. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.